Hello guys, welcome back to Chris's Granite Paradise. I'm making my way over to our, at least of late, our favorite rock hunting spot. And you can hear the drips falling from the trees as the trees are starting to have a little bit of leaves. And it's drizzling. Perfect weather for me. Barely raining enough to feel it. Oh, we have water in the channel already. Well, remember that's what I said, I think it was in the first video, that one of the reasons there's still good rocks here is because it's off the path enough, and most of the year there's water in this little channel. And we're at the end of April, so, but I brought my river shoes, so I think no matter what, I'm gonna get wet. Let's see what we can do. Well, one wet foot. That's why we wear the river shoes. Anyway, this is cool. Look at that, the rocks are beautifully wet. Stick with me. We'll have some fun today, collect some more examples of Rocky Mountain geology and petrology. That's how I've been labeling these videos. I think it's fairly accurate. Pretty much every rock here is really cool in its own way. I'm seeing a few. This one caught my eye. Some kind of a basalt porphyry. This area is not known for basalt, but occasionally I find these and they look basaltic. I could be wrong. They're probably some kind of an igneous dike up in the canyon somewhere. I have a bunch of these at home, and this one has the end knocked off it, so I think I'll leave that for somebody else. I also saw, ooh, that one. Not really vivid enough. I thought it was a little bit of a unikite. It's got some veins in there. And I saw nope, that one's gonna stay. Kind of some pyroxene crystals, but not very good. Anyway, you get the idea. There's plenty of stuff here to look at. I'm pretty picky anymore because I have to carry it home, remember. So they gotta be really cool to go in my think about it pile, and even cooler to come home. Oh, nice piece of quartz. I kind of collect these because I have some flowers in the yard that I'm putting these around, and they look really nice. This one's not the best, but we'll think about it. Maybe that'll be the think about it pile. Now these I like. I won't say they're rare, but if they're in good shape, which this one kind of is, it's just a nice red granite. I don't really see the green in it, so it's not unikite. Guess we'll put it in the pile. Okay, for those of you who like the smaller pieces, this is I'd like to find the big brother of this one. That sure is a vivid pattern. I don't think it's graphic granite. It could be. It doesn't really have any rhythm to it though, like graphic granite does. It's just a nice red feldspar with a very white quartz. Yeah, that'll come home. Well, that's a nice piece of gneiss. These are very common here. It's just a pink granite. I like them when they're in good shape, again, because I have a certain area where I put them around plants. So maybe both of these can go in the think about it pile. The trick is to remember where the think about it pile is. I just stepped on it. Nothing too exciting yet, but look at this. Here's another big piece of quartz. Yeah, this one the light goes through. So much fun. You know, I never get tired of the infinite variety of granitic plutonic rocks. Here's another one. Again, I probably won't keep it because it's not that vivid, but again, it's that yellowish feldspar with the quartz and the mica really give it some interesting hues. It's just a vein going through the granite there. Here are two that caught my attention. This one here, I believe it's almost all mica. It looks like just jumbled up mica books. That could be a dark feldspar, but when I turn it, all the different crystals reflect. Not very good, just because it's so weathered. Here's one that's kind of interesting. It's usually you find a granite pegmatite, which is this coarse granite. You can see the mica reflecting there. And it's the vein. But in this case, we have a vein of fine-grained material going through a pegmatite. So that's interesting. You don't see that very often. It's almost always the other way around. Yeah, we'll have to keep this one. Almost hidden from view, but I caught the edge of it. Let's see what we got here. There we go. Nice piece of epidote. Don't think it's worth keeping though. We'll leave him for somebody else. That one catches my eye right here. There's a nice piece of quartz. And another nice piece of quartz. But what I stopped for, this is kind of unique. I believe this is a sandstone, but it's more of a conglomerate with broken pieces of sandstone in it. And it's kind of beat up. I think I'll keep it just because it's very interesting. There is a lot of this red sandstone here, but you don't find it brecciated like this very often. Maybe that was along a fault line or something. Very cool. See if I can come back to it. Oh, another conglomerate of some kind. It's very broken though, so I will not keep it. Just showing you guys some of the geology that's around here. It's kind of too small for what I'm doing with these. But that is a nice piece of quartz. We'll leave that for somebody else. This is the one that caught my eye. Since the water's right here, we'll go. Oh, there's another one. Okay, if you look at this, it kind of has the growth striations that we talked about recently. Oh, it has them real good on this side. Can you see the white lines in there? So as these crystals grow, they fracture, and then the fractures are healed, most likely due to the changing temperature and conditions within the granite pegmatite that these originate in. If you can imagine, they're just giant quartz crystals filling a cavity. Yeah, this is definitely a keeper. It's got the lines, it's not very cracked. Hope that's showing for you in the video. Remember that these are often found in the same pegmatites as graphic granite. And I have found quite a bit of graphic granite. We'll see if we find some today. And here we have beautiful little epidote veins going through what looks to be some kind of granite. Almost looks like a fault line, how it's fractured and then healed back together. I'll take it over to the think about it pile. I was just walking over to the water to wash these two pieces of quartz off to decide if I want to take them, and came across that one. So you always need to be looking no matter where you're walking. All right, here are two rocks that caught my eye next to each other. First is this, remember I was telling you about the granite pegmatites. Here you can clearly see pretty large feldspar crystals. You can tell by their cleavage planes. But then on the other side, there's nothing. And the other one, it's quartz, but it has a very unique, it's got a crack through the middle of it too. There we go. This might be worth washing off just because of the color pattern. Let's go see what she looks like. Boy, there's a yellow quartz. No cracks either. We'll wash both of these off. I'm pretty picky when it comes to quartz. They gotta be just so. I know a lot of people like quartz, so I don't want to take it if I really don't think I'll use it, because that would be selfish of me. So unless I really, really like it, these usually stay. But this is bright. Yep, that's just mud on there. Yeah, that'll definitely look nice. As I call these a splash of color. Now this one, it's cracked on that side. I think I'm going to leave this one too. Just because I know when it's dry it won't be near as vivid, and it's not very exciting right now. So we'll take him up, put him kind of where he was. And let somebody else have the joy if they come across it. You guys have probably seen I've picked up quite a few of these. I guess I would call this a unikite. It doesn't have too much of the red. Looks like kind of a medium grained, got a few epidote veins going through. Again, it's a splash of color. Pile's starting to get pretty nice. I want to show you guys this because it's not very interesting per se, but it is a sandstone, but it's hard and very rounded. I'm gonna dig that up because I think it could be interesting. See if I could prop my camera up so you guys can see the act. So for now, at least, this rock has me beat. I have a feeling it's long. It doesn't even budge yet. And I'm not really prepared to dig, but let's clean it off a little bit. It's just a sandstone, but it's very smooth. And, oops, my hands are dirtier than the rock. Remember, I like the Geology in the petrology aspects. So I like to have decent samples of the different types of rocks that are found here. And I really don't have any that are like this, so I kind of do want it. Some of you, I know you're laughing. It's just for its specimen value rather than its beauty or exotic character. But I think it's going to stay here for now. Till next time, I'll have to come and tackle it. Here are a few nice rocks, kind of all next to each other. First one is this nice epidote. Well, I think we'll leave him. It's kind of faded. And then there's this one. Now this is unique. I've shown you guys, I think, one or two other rocks similar to this where the veins come in two stages. So this one you can clearly see the white veins intruded the rock at one point as I'm holding the rock here going left to right. And then at some subsequent point these orange veins protruded going up and down as I'm holding the rock. Yeah, that's definitely a keeper because of its geologic interest. I'm just pausing here because I'm trying to interpret the rock a little bit. That's what's fun about this, is interpreting what may have occurred. This piece definitely has a story. So I'm walking back to the think about it pile with the rock I was just showing you, and look at this. This is mica from a granite pegmatite. You can see there's some of the quartz and feldspar. Look at that nice example, I should say, of muscovite mica. I think we'll keep that just because it'll be flashy on the sculptures. It's a little fractured, but it is a nice piece in terms of capturing the reflection. This in the sun would just be blinding. Very nice. Everything always looks so much better when it's wet. A couple nice quartzes, the mica, the brecciated sandstone, epidote, really bright yellow quartz there. Well, I think we did all right. Thank you for joining me. We've got some interesting specimens on a scientific level. That brecciated sandstone, the muscovite mica from the granite pegmatite. We've got a couple pieces just because they're pretty, the quartz and the epidote. Some more quartz, and of geologic interest also is this finer vein going through what appears to be coarser pegmatite. Now in theory this could be because the pegmatite shattered the rock and the rock fractured into thin slabs, if I can say that, and this just happens to be the edges of two pegmatite veins pinched around a piece of the original rock. Who knows? It's fun to try to figure out though. You can see the muscovite glinting there. We've got our two-stage veining rock. Very nice little pile. I'll see how much fits in my pack, and we'll see you guys on the next one.